Very often when I make music, I don't know what it's about. It's just life happens and I make music in order to process what happened in life. When I listened to the full album after it was mostly finished, I started to understand what the story is. And I would love to tell this story just to give people something they can relate to and maybe give rough ideas of what it means and why it's important to me. And maybe it can inspire people, or maybe just give them a connection to what is behind the music. And I would like to jump right into track 1, which is called We Are Made of Love. And it's meant to be a reminder that I believe originally we consist of love. It's the standard setting of humanity. There's love, and that's what we are created from. The idea is once all the needs are met, once we have everything we need, then the love comes out. Then we can shine, we can give, we can grow with each other, we can just live in paradise with each other. You can also call it God. You can look at the sun and see how it influences everything on the planet. It's just different words. I love the word love. A dear friend of mine even explained to me that the smallest particle that we are created of is love particles. Like on a chemical level, if you go as small as you can, it's all little pieces of love that everything was created of. I really love this idea. I have no idea if it's true, but it resonates with me. And the challenge for that is to see what kind of needs do people have and how can we fulfill these needs so that everybody has everything they need and we don't have to fight and try to get the biggest piece of the cake and so on. So that's track 1, We Are Made of Love. It's just the standard condition also for this journey, for this mountain journey. It's the reminder before the journey starts. Remember love. And very often in life we have to solve challenges, we have to deal with problems, we have to grow in order to reach the next step in life. We have to overcome fear, we have to get rid of old pain if we want to reach the next step. And The idea of Mountain, of the album, is to express a process, a longer process of reaching a next level in life, about evolution, about personal growth. And I believe that with every personal growth, there is some sort of mountain that we had to climb in order to reach that next stage in life. And then it goes into Sunday Kiss, track number 2, which tells the story of a Sunday. Everything is alright. There's a relationship going on. There's a beautiful moment in that relationship. We are connected. We really feel the connection. We feel love, and we have no idea that there might something happen next, but for this moment everything is fine, and we trust, and we just celebrate the love. And it's very important to celebrate it, even if the day before was shit and we had a fight, or if there was hard work at the job, whatever. It's very important to celebrate these moments where everything is fine and where we connect on a love base. And that's what this track is about. It's very sweet, it's a bit euphoric, it's a bit bittersweet as well, a tiny bit of melancholy inside of it. Because maybe deep down inside we know that something is not right. So yeah, everything is alright, and at the same time it's not, and we all know it. And that's Sunday Kiss. There's time for a kiss, there's time for a break. It's important to take that break, and deep inside we know that something is not right, that there is work to be done, that there's growth needed in order to get closer to the stage where we are made of love and we can just live love. Because a storm will come every now and then, and it will bring change. It will shake everything and will test it. It will test the stability of our life. It will test the Sunday kiss that we had the day before. We are sitting inside of a newly built roof, which was a big challenge. Talking about challenges and mountains. It took many months this year to rebuild this roof because it was about to collapse, and I'm sure storms did their part to test this roof, and it wasn't built properly over the centuries. So too many storms did damage to it, and so we had to rebuild in order to have a nice place to live in. So that's a nice picture to me as well, that on the practical level also storms bring some work, and work is the challenge, and during this challenge we also grow as people, and over the months here we grew a lot as a community. Yeah, so a storm can also help us to grow together and to test the relationship, to understand if it's a good relationship, if it's stable enough to survive a thunderstorm. Yeah, the idea of this track is to express that moment of friction, of uncertainty, and still some kind of power, some kind of resistance inside of us. Yes, we got this. There's no need to test me. I'm fine. But at the same time, there is storm, and it will bring change, like it does in nature. Sometimes it's just a little wind and it's okay. Sometimes there might be a heavy thunderstorm and rain. Track number 4 is called Into the Rain because I think during the storm or after the storm we have to make a decision if we are ready to go into the process of work. The idea is the change that the storm brought. It needs work, it needs the decision to go into it and to work with it and to really go into the process. And it's a decision that needs to be made. You can't force someone. Maybe you can. Maybe the storm forces us to go into processes. But it definitely helps if there's a conscious decision of going into a challenge, going into the rain. We will get wet, we will get cold. I'm quite cold here actually, but it's alright. Into the Rain is about a decision. I'm ready to let go of all the things that are not needed anymore, that don't serve me anymore. This is so cliche. Every yogi keeps saying that. Let go of what you don't need anymore. And it's true. We can decide to let go of things. And the track is quite heavy, I feel. It's very melancholic, emotional, dramatic. Because maybe letting go also means to make hard decisions in life, to quit relationships, to set relationships on a break. It doesn't always have to be quitting, but taking a pause with your parents, for example. I think for everybody, there might be moments in life, phases in life where we quit the relationship to our parents and where we go on our own journey. And it's all sad in that moment. It's connected with fear, with anger. So there's a lot going on when storm brought the rain and we decide to go into the rain. It takes a lot of steps and a lot of strength and power and energy to take that step and to go further. What I also like about rain, and one of my listeners, her name is Bettina, she sometimes writes me beautiful messages on SoundCloud when she listens to my music. And yesterday she wrote to me that she really likes the track title Into the Rain because rain also brings cleaning, washing of the system. So I think that's Into the Rain. Deciding that I'm ready to go through it. And that's just the first step. It's just a decision. The work would still come. But Into the Rain is about the decision. I go into the rain. I'm ready for it. I let rain do what it needs to do. Track number 5 is called Without You. I think it's the next step after this decision. I need a break from a relationship, or I need to quit my job, or I need to leave a place and I go onto a journey. And without you, is just this. When we leave something, then we are without this thing, and this can hurt. It can fear us. It's quite challenging to let go of these things that we are so connected with before, but maybe we need to let go because they don't serve us anymore. This track has also some beautiful parts, some hopeful parts. They are needed in this phase of life where we let go, where we decide to go on a journey. I think it's always important to have this hope, this positive outlook, and just the deep trust inside that everything will be fine. And maybe also the understanding that letting go of this will be a relief. It will be like getting rid of weight that is holding us back from something. But at the same time, obviously, it's sad and difficult. And then it goes into Escape, track number 6. And the working title of Escape was Train Horns. And I don't know anymore where it was, but I was visiting some friend somewhere, and in the far distance there was a train horn going, which I loved. One of those old-fashioned train horns, which sounds like a chord of different notes laid on top of each other. And there was like a reverb over the landscape of this train horn, and it was so atmospheric. And the track Escape samples this train horn. Also, the groove of the track is like a train to me. And it's maybe part of the journey. Once we quit something, once we left something behind, we need a train that carries us through life. Escape, yeah, it's kind of a forced step that we take. It's rushed, it's maybe desperate, it's running away from something, it's escaping in a different world where we maybe find peace for a moment, where we can recharge for a moment, where we can take energy for the next steps that need to be done. In the beginning I thought it's something negative to it, to escape, because we have to face the problem, we have to go into it and take the challenge. Just this morning when I thought about what do I want to tell about Escape, I realized there's a positive aspect to it, which is the recharging idea. We escape on a vacation from work because we need to recharge. Again, the idea, we all have needs, and once all these needs are met and fulfilled, then we can let love come out and share love and giving gifts to the world. So sometimes escaping is a good thing, and we escape through all kinds of ways, and some of them are very unhealthy, and some of them are maybe a bit more sophisticated and benefiting for our journey. And we all try our best to do it in the best way we can. So the track escape means this. We escape maybe in order to recharge for the next step. The next step is called Into the Wild, which for me is maybe the key part of the mountain journey. It's about going right into it, dealing with the problem itself. It can get very wild, it's very heavy, it can mean to face a very deep pain inside of us that we have to open up again, to let it go. And it's very hard, it's very frightening. Maybe we can generalize it and say overcoming an old problem is always connected to dealing with the fear of death. And very often it's related to parents, it's related to the fear of being lonely, of being abandoned. In my experience, it helps to just go right into it. Go right into the wild inside that we haven't explored. It's a wild area that is untouched because it was safer for us to close it and to carry some closed box with us through life until eventually we have enough resources and energy to open it up again and letting it go. And that's Into the Wild. It's the decision. I face this pain, I deal with it, I go on that part of the journey also. In a more practical and simple way, it can also mean I face the problem of repairing this roof. I deal with all the necessary steps. I ask for help if it's needed. I get experts to do the tricky parts that I can't do myself. Whatever it is, it's the decision to go into it and face all the problems that come up. If you want to look at a mountain journey, It just maybe means I go right to the top. And if I'm exhausted, I take a break and I try to understand, will I have resources to reach the top, or is it better to return and be safe? And both is okay. And that's also a challenge to accept if returning is safer than going on and force to reach the goal that we set. So maybe that's also part of it. If we connect to the pain, if we connect to the key problem, ideally it will just dissolve in that moment. It will just be released. Just like a bird that wants to fly, it goes, and then it's done. The more often I experience these kind of moments, the more I realize that this is my way how to go through pain and how to heal. Another very cliche word, and maybe it's all about healing from these old things. And with every new time I experience it, it becomes easier and it becomes faster. And it becomes more fascinating how relieved I feel afterwards, and how the clouds go away and there's sun coming in, fresh air into the mind and heart. And that's track number 7, basically. It's called When Time Stands Still. It's a chance to take a pause, feel how silence and maybe emptiness also. Maybe we just feel empty after crying our heart out for 1 hour. But this kind of emptiness is a relief, because the pain before is so much worse than just an empty room that can be filled with beautiful things afterwards. So it's a very silent moment on the album. It's very peaceful. It's like a short break, that is needed for sure. That is very welcome after the operation. I keep using the word operation lately when I had a very painful moment that was not painful, not a pain of the here and now, but a pain from the past. And I felt that there's a pain from the past coming out. And everything is okay, and there's peace. And it slowly transitions into joy and happiness, trust, looking forward to the next steps of the journey, looking forward to using this new state that we are in, like we just got an upgrade to our system, to our personality. Maybe our body got an upgrade. It can also be a very severe illness that we just had overcome. So white lights means white little signs that guide my way, that show me where to go. It's the idea of follow love, follow joy, because white lights are positive energy, sun rays. It can be I just came out of the rain and there's sunlight at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the deep forest. And yeah, it's just a navigation tool by the universe. Just follow the white lights and they will guide you into a positive direction. So this track is full of hope, of trust. It has two parts of the main melody. The one is quite stable, peaceful, and the state that we reached after the operation. Just peace, stability, being fine. And the second part of the melody is the hopeful part, the looking forward part, the perspective of positive evolution. Yeah, maybe it's the idea of I just enjoy that I survived the operation and I'm in peace and I'm taking a break. But then there's the little fire inside that wants to go on the next journey and that wants to make use of the upgrade that we just got. And then track number 10 comes, and this is called Into the Sun. And maybe again it's a decision. We have 3 decisions on this album. The first decision is to go into the rain and to face this part of the journey that will come. The second decision is facing the pain. So the first one is to go on the journey, and the second one is deep inside the journey, when we face the end enemy of the computer game. We fight it. And the third decision is I'm ready for the next journey, for the next chapter of the journey, to go into the sun, to make life a bit more beautiful, to share love, to celebrate life. And this track also has some more serious elements. It's not just super warm and happy, but maybe maybe the track knows that there's the next challenge waiting when we go into the next chapter. And going into the sun will also bring new challenges. It's like getting rid of layers, like peeling again and again, letting go, letting go, letting go. And the sun will help us, love will help us. Track number 11, second last track on the album, it's called Radiate, and it's with a beautiful singer called Nicole Willerton. She always keeps sending me her songs. I keep sending her instrumentals and she writes the songs over them. And they always fit perfectly into my stage in life. She has a very high ambition to deliver art and to bring it to the point. And yeah, she seems to be on a very similar journey like I am. It's a spiritual journey, I believe, just understanding that there is a bigger force in this universe. It's not just this body and the elements on the earth, but there's so much more, and it guides us, and there's a higher journey that we are on. And she keeps writing songs about this beautiful topic. Yeah, so one section of it goes, when the night drew the way to the sun, you light my way. And I feel how this makes me emotional so much, it's crazy. And the idea is, through the dark there is a pathway into the sun, and this pathway is lightened by some energy. You light my way. I'm in the night, I'm in the dark, I'm on my way to the sun, and there's a light that guides my way. it's so fitting for the album. It was the perfect fit, and also the energy in the track is just perfect for the final parts of this journey. It's so euphoric and just a very peaceful, deep force and power. We are guided by positive energy, by love. We are made of love, and we make our way through the dark into the next step, into the next stage of life. Yeah, and it's so beautiful that we have the sun, that we have God, that we have love, and all of these strong, never-ending resources will guide our way through life. We overcome these challenges. For a miracle, it's a hymn of gratitude. It's a very positive conclusion of this journey. It's just peace, it's just life, it's just energy, joy. For a miracle is celebrating life. Namaste. Yeah, and now I'm tired.
Okay.